Hey everyone, it's Freaky from Hello Hardware, and today we have got a mini review of two pieces of equipment that I went ahead and purchased, which was a Sony S-B1000 stereo system. As you can see right here, these speakers are pretty good, as well as purchasing a Yamaha R-S201 natural sound receiver. So we're going to kind of do a review of both items. And the first item I'm going to get into is I'm actually going to go ahead and remove this front plate here. I know I did this in the unboxing video, but I'm going to go ahead and do it here as well, just to show you what these actually look like on the inside. So, simply put, what you have in here is a 5 1/4 inch comb woofer and a 2-inch tweeter. So on those devices themselves, the sound quality is pretty good. They have a maximum wattage output of 120 watts that these will handle. And they're 8 ohm speakers. So, and as you can see, I got my little cheat sheets. They handle a range of 80 hertz to 50,000 hertz frequency response. So they handle your highs and lows pretty good. Now, just a side note, these are not hardwired speakers. You have to use a two-way cable. I use personally a 16 gauge cable. I'll just show you the back here. As you can see, uses a positive and a negative input and output on both speakers, on the speaker themselves. And they are fully wall mountable, but they don't come with the mounting hardware. So if you want to use these to mount them on the wall, say like I did with one of those older RCAs, you can do that. Now the tweeters themselves are completely removable. As you can see, they use just a 3-inch screw. They are removable, so if you want to use something like a selenium compression driver, it's highly possible to do that. The speakers are also magnetically shielded, so if you want to put them anywhere near your TV setup or your other equipment, you're more than capable of doing so without having any issues with magnetic interference. So I'll get to how they sound in a bit when I do the receiver side, which I'm going to do right now. So the receiver itself, again, is a Yamaha R-S201 R-S201 natural sound stereo receiver. Uses 1,000 watts per channel with 2 channels. Again, this is an 8 ohm receiver, matches with the speakers that we used specifically for this. It doesn't have a higher output, so it doesn't reach the maximum that the speakers have. It covers ranges anywhere from 40 hertz all the way to 20 kilohertz. Has a signal to noise ratio of 72 decibels down to 70, and it has 4 audio RCA inputs, but there are no subwoofer connections. So if you're planning on using this like a 2.1 system, don't. It's a 2 system only. It's only going to go to your primary speakers, but it has options for running a second set of speakers, say if you have some outside or something. But for the application that we're using it for, it sounds incredible. The dimensions on the unit itself is 17 inches wide here to here, 12 and a half inches deep, and it's only 5.5 inches tall. So it'll actually fit in a lot more places than older subwoofers used to fit in, so older receivers. So it'll fit just fine. I didn't say the dimensions of the speakers, and I apologize. The dimensions of the speaker, just to show you, the speakers are 10 inches tall, 6 3/4 inches wide from here to here, and then finally it's 7.5 inches deep. So these are really meant to be put on bookshelves. That's just their primary purpose. But you can mount them on a desk, you can put them on a computer desk, as long as you have an amplifier that'll feed the speakers properly. You can basically plug anything into it as long as you're going through the receiver. So, such as using the Yamaha here. So I guess the next question is, how does this thing sound? What does it sound like? So we're going to go ahead and get into that. I'm going to go ahead and kind of skip to a good scene on a movie I've got here. Hold odd. Oh, why is it going the wrong way? So we're going to go ahead and just kind of do a little preview with the sound on a movie here. So just listen in.
What? Are you crazy? That is a terrible, terrible idea.
So not to get too much into the movie because I don't want to get in trouble. It sounds incredible. It's got moderate to okay highs. So it's not a hi-fi system, but it sounds really good on high frequency. I'd have to say average for what you're paying. And on low frequencies, it's incredible. And anywhere in between, it's perfect. But when you get to the really high frequencies, you're gonna notice some things which won't be terrible, but then again, for a system combined together for $230, it's really good for what it is. I mean, you'll get obviously better highs out of a $500 system than you're going to get out of a $250 system. So in general, sounds incredible, and it works really well for the application that we use it for. So this for us is perfect. Does great with movies, music specifically. If you listen to classic or rock, alternative, it's perfect. If you're looking for something more bassy, this may not be for you unless you're willing to replace the tweeters, add something a little better. But then again, at that point, you might as well just go ahead and buy a little better of a system. So my final review is, for budget reasons, it's perfect. But if you're, again, looking for anything that's a little more powerful, might as well spend the extra money. So thank you for tuning in, and thank you for listening to the review, and hopefully we'll catch you guys again soon. Bye.